guys. Meet Catbug. If you guys know where he's from, leave me a comment down below because you are the greatest person in the world and he is from the best show on YouTube. Hey guys, so that is not what this video is about, but I do have a fun video for you guys today, and it is my thrifting tips, because if you guys have watched my videos lately, you know that I have a teeny little problem with thrifting, meaning that I love it, and I go thrifting way too much, but I find some really cool stuff. Like I found this shirt. This was like $2 to 16 cents, somewhere in that range, and I got a thrift store, and I love it, and it is fun and easy to throw on, and I'm glad that I found it. Thrifting is not this gross, scary, disgusting thing that a lot of people think that it is. It is getting bigger, and I'm loving that it's getting bigger, because you're going to find some amazing things at the thrift store for so inexpensive when you can go to like a real store and pay 3 to 10 times as much, if not more, for stuff. Like this shirt probably would have been, I would say, around $25 to $36, and I got it for $2. So obviously that's more than 10 times the price. So I would rather go thrifting and find unique and different pieces, and I'm gonna just get into the tips. I have a list, it is a long list, and we need to get going. First things first, when you go, be in a good mood. If you are happy and excited to thrift, you will find so many more things that you like. But also be careful, because then you might find too many things you like, but we'll get to that later. Have low expectations. Don't expect to find Dior this and Chanel that. I have not found anything like that, anywhere close to that. I did find, what was it? I just now realized that my heater had been on the entire video. Sorry. I did find an Oscar de la Renta sweater. It was a men's sweater and it was ugly. But I did find something of a higher, more well-known brand. So you never know what brands are out there. But start out low, expecting to find like pretty much just Walmart stuff. And then when you go, you're going to be pleasantly surprised when you find, ooh, I found this from Kohl's and that from American Eagle, and just like finding different brands, especially brands that you have no idea who they are. Because then you're going to be so much happier and you're going to find great things that you like. Next, have a lot of time on your hands to go. Don't go when you have a half an hour to an hour to shop, because I take a minimum of an hour and a half to 2 hours every time I go to my thrift store. It's a big thrift store, mind you, but still, I like, number 4, go to every section. I go to every section and find things that I like, so that's why it takes so much time. But by going to every section, you find things that you don't think you're going to find. You find jackets and sweaters and pants that you like, and you wouldn't have found those if you didn't go to that section. And if they are divided by size, the one that I go to is divided by color. But if they are divided by size, go through every single one. Like this shirt is an extra large. It's a petite extra large, but still is an extra large. And it doesn't look too baggy on me. I mean, I don't think it looks too baggy, but it's something that I can throw over with leggings. And maybe I can put a belt on it, or do so many different things with bigger items to make them fit better. So don't worry about the size. That's my next one. Don't just look at the prices and at the sizes, because you're going to find things like, oh, that's small, I can't fit into that. But maybe it's a tad bit stretched out, or maybe it's just, it looks like a small, but it's really a bigger thing. You never know what sizes are there, so always pick it up. And unless something is like $20 to where you know you're not going to buy that, if it's $4 but everything else is $2, still pick it up and see if you love it. Next, this one, I did start out and my arms were like dying because I had so much stuff. Get a cart. Get a cart and fill it. Unless, like, don't fill it with things that you don't like. Only fill it with stuff that's good that you're going to actually wear. So definitely get that cart so that your hands are free and you can like easily look at things and you can see, like, gauge easy. I think you can gauge easier much stuff that you have accumulated because you just keep throwing things in the cart. That's what I do. Next, try everything on just to see how it looks on you and how it fits. Because these items are used, they may have been washed. So sometimes when you wash something, it'll shrink a little bit, or maybe it'll stretch out, depending on what it is. So definitely try everything on, and because try it on, this goes into my next point, you can easily see if there is a snag, or if there's a tear, or a stain, or if a button's missing, or if the seams are starting to rip. That tells you something about that piece of clothing. If the things are missing, stained, or ripped, it's probably been used a lot, and I would try to stay away from that unless it is something as simple as, oh, the buttons fell off, but I can replace the buttons, no problem. Then you can find things you can fix. As long as you will fix them, then go ahead and get them. But if you're gonna like buy it and then not fix it, it's gonna sit and rot in your closet, don't do that. But if it's something that's good quality that you really want, it's just one little thing is wrong, then completely go for it. And some snags on sweaters can be easily pulled in. And you can pull it in. I use a crochet hook because I have crochet hooks, but if you don't have them, you can find like a needle, you can find like a one of those where they flossing things. You can find so many different things to pull it in, or just use your fingers depending on the thing. So don't be afraid of those little imperfections, but make sure that you're not getting something that is stained out of, you can't clean that, you can't repair that, you can't do something with that. If you don't know how to put a zipper in, don't buy something that needs a new zipper, because if you're going to take it to go and get it fixed, unless it's a really, really nice piece, you're probably not going to do it. You're going to be spending more money trying to do these things than you would have at the store, or whatever the case is. Just be conscious of what you're buying. Go out of your comfort zone. Find crazy, wild pieces and try them on to see if you like them. Like, one of my favorite thrifting gurus on YouTube, Thrifters Anonymous. I will link them down below. I will happily link them down below because I like religiously watch them. They are so funny and great, and they have crazy style sometimes, but they reel it all in a way that looks expensive. Like, they're getting things for $5. The way that they pair things together looks amazing. And that's exactly what you want to do with a thrift store. You find things that you can change and you can add and you can do all these fun stuff with, and then you do it. And then you look like you have been shopping somewhere that's been so expensive. And I've been to Macy's and Dillard's and Nordstrom's and all of those really, really expensive places. You can look like you just walked out of there when you just walked out of the thrift store. Next thing, and this is probably one of the most important things that I need to start doing, because I do it, but I still have a problem with it. And it is, don't go crazy. I go crazy all the time. I'm like so in the zone that I'm just like picking things off the rack, and then I try at least 40 things on. And then you have to start weeding out and say, okay, I like this, but it doesn't look good on me. I like this, but I don't need it. I like this, but I have another jacket just like that. You have to start weeding. That's why, one of my problems is I get a huge stack of things that I pulled off the racks, but I don't buy all the things I pull off the racks. Unless everything looks good, everything's on some kind of sale. Anyways, I am very careful with what I buy. I try to be, at least. And if I know I'm not going to wear it, I try my best not to buy it. That sounds really stupid, honestly. Duh, if you're not going to wear it, don't buy it. You're welcome. And this is the last point that I'm going to make, and it is probably one of the most important things. This is what I need to do, because I saw the girls on Thrifters Anonymous do it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why haven't I done that? I need to do that. It is set a budget. You don't always have to stick to the budget. Just don't go way over budget. If you don't want to spend more than $20, try your darn hardest to weed everything out and narrow it down to where your cost is going to be $20. Because you don't want to get up to the register and have to pay $50 worth of stuff that you may or may not wear. It's better to say, okay, I'm going to go in, I'm only going to spend $25. That is it. No going over. And that forces you to look at your pieces more critically and say, okay, I like this, but I'm honestly not going to wear it. So then you put it back, you save your money, you save your closet space, you don't have things rotting in your closet, because I think I probably do right now have things rotting in my closet. Not like literal rotting, just like it's been sitting there unworn for at least a year, so there's that. Anyway, those are my thrifting tips. I hope this helps you out. And if you guys go thrifting and use your tips, or use my tips, or your tips, make a haul, do some kind of video. I love watching thrifting videos, and I want to see more of them, so I would love to see your guys' videos. Also, if you guys have any tips that I did not mention, leave them down below, and I mean, if you have tips for me, I would love that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. There will be more thrift store hauls to come, and I will see you